Ugh. Just trying to think of like
Episode
who else
270,
I
like
can use as a
430.
reference.
Well,
Also, wait, let me look up how old Hanzo is.
yes.
Age of Death. Okay, I don't want to hear anyone's Hiruzen bullshit. You know how Mifune is 65. That's almost as old as Hiruzen when he dies. And he is not complaining about stamina problems. Okay,
Bro, I
yeah,
was
no, I
thinking
don't want to hear
about
any
it.
more of your nonsense.
I think that Madara, I don't think he was really that old, but he looks so ancient compared to other people around his age. And I think part of that might be similar to like Hashirama's healing thing. I think that I'm not going to say that Madara had like crazy enhanced healing. He might have better than normal, but I think because of the Warring States era and he was battling every day, he might have had like some sort of thing to where he probably healed more than the average person. So he might have like
Well,
quote
who are you
unquote aged
thinking of
faster.
in terms of Madara looking older than?
Because how old do you think he was?
Well, I'm trying to figure that
Looking
out right
back.
now, actually.
Because it's
Age it.
before Obito.
Oh, of
And
course. God forbid we know his age of death. Well, hold on. Something was around 66 years ago. Leaving Konoha as a rogue ninja, even his brethren did not understand Madara's beliefs. Okay.
around how
This
many years
is
ago?
66.
Okay.
So now let's look up how old Onoki is.
So let's just say. So we know the
Onoki
time.
is 79. Oh my god. Onoki is literally 10 years older than old He-Man Hiruzen. Get out of here with your bullshit, guys.
Yeah, I think Madara is like 80 or so, like at max.
No, he was much older than Onoki. Onoki was a kid when he's not Madara. So,
Onoki
well,
wasn't a kid. I mean, yeah,
no,
Madara's
but think
older.
about this.
He's like
Yeah,
10 years older.
he looks pretty young anyway. I mean, granted, he's small, so that doesn't help, but
But either way, there's like that 16, 17, 18 year gap in time between when Madara died and when Naruto's in Shippuden. So, and that's all time that Onoki aged more. So he's, let's just say that Madara was 16 years older than Onoki in that flashback. Okay.
well, also what I was just
Onoki's
gonna
as old as
say
he was
is,
when Madara died.
well, also, let's just think here for a minute. So, Madara is like, let's just say he's 25 when he's fighting Hashirama. That's when he leaves the village.
Yeah.
So Madara would be born like 90 years ago from the timeline. And Onoki is 79 and Shippuden, so that would get him to being, 11 years younger than Madara. Seems pretty reasonable.
Sure. So 90 years from the timeline. That's the timeline of Shippuden.
Yeah, from the fourth war. But that also depends on how old Madara was when he fought Hashirama. If he's actually 30, now it's 95. If he's 35, now it's 100. Because it depends on whether you think. I do think Mu should probably be about Tobirama's age, meaning Madara should be like a couple years older
Yeah,
than
but keep
like
in mind, keep
Mu
in mind,
and them.
Madara died 20 years before that point in the timeline. So if it's 100 years ago, he was 80. If it's 90 years ago, he was 70. That's when he died, when he's looking like he's freaking 120.
Well,
Like old man Hiruzen was
he
that
didn't
age.
die 20 years ago. He died like 18 because
Yeah, well,
well, it depends on
I'm rounding
exactly
it to
how
an
long the
even
gap
number.
between Obito versus Minato and Madara's death is.
Yeah,
But
I'm not doing the semantics of like a year or two. I'm rounding it to like an even number.
okay.
Since we don't know the age of Madara when he left anyways, 25, 30, whatever. We do like have a
Yeah.
general idea of what the characters look like, considering we have what Kid Hiruzen looks like compared to what Hashirama looked like when he was the first Hokage. Just extrapolate, he's probably like 10, 6, 12, whatever you're gonna say for Hiruzen, compared to like Hashirama at like 20, 25, 30. You just do some
Yeah.
basic math from there. Plus, Hiruzen was alive, lived his childhood through the Warring States era, which is kind of crazy, but that means it's the same for Onoki as well, by the way. So I
It
again,
is, yeah.
there's probably like a
Onoki's older than Hiruzen.
Yeah. So there's realistically, I don't even think it's 60. I think there's maybe like a 10 years age gap between Madara and Onoki. Which, if that's the
That's why I
case,
said 11 based off my quick
okay,
estimation.
okay, that means Onoki in the war is older than Madara when he died. Keep in mind what Madara looked like, and he died the second he disconnected from the Ghetto statue.
Yeah,
keep in mind,
point.
keep
like,
in
Madara
mind,
was like
Onoki lived beyond the war arc to like the Boruto era, where it's like 16 years beyond that.
okay, so like
without the Ghetto statue.
So okay, let's just round Madara's age up. He's 35 when he like fake dies.
Sure.
And then yeah, it's the 60s, 100. I mean, even then, the like Onoki is like 95 in the border, right? But Madara's also been hooked up to the Ghetto statue for who knows how long.
But that should give him more life, not make him age faster.
Well, yeah, I mean, he says he got the Rinnegan just before dying, so realistically, what it was he was that old, got the Rinnegan, summoned the Ghetto statue, and then just remained that same age, is what would have happened, I think.
Will remain the same age, doesn't matter if he's doing it right before his death, so there's not much age.
Well, that's to say that
stagnation.
she was that basically dying age, and then 10 years later, he just looks exactly the same. He didn't unage, but he just didn't age further.
Probably, sure. But I mean, that would just make it worse because that doesn't change the timeline. So then he's like so if it's like 10 years later when he's from 60 to 70,
yeah, that just means that
his 60-year-old body looked like that.
Yeah. Why?
It's gotta be the Warring States era. He fought every day to like near death.
Or maybe it's because Onoki just floats around everywhere, so his body just ages slower.
Okay, but then how do you explain Hiruzen and Danzo?
Well, Danzo, you can always say Hashirama cells.
Okay, the elders and Hiruzen.
Like, well, the elders are another beast.
Yeah.